JHK here for Sports Kita, and join me right now from the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado is UFC flyweight contender Brandon Royval. Brandon, I'm happy to see you, man. I'm happy that you're back. How you feeling?
I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to fight again, honestly. Yeah, more than anything, just excited to be training and just like I can't even believe I have fight news, and it all just seemed like it happened really quick, and then also just seemed like it took forever too. So just feeling everything with it. But I'm excited to be doing interviews and stuff again, man. Right?
Yeah, well, when I spoke with your teammate Youssef Zalal a couple weeks back ahead of his fight, he told me that you were in the gym with your shoulder like in a sling and like trying to trade it. Everybody's telling you to get out of here, man. You got to recover, man. How hard was it for you to not be training?
Yeah, it's hard because like I put so much into this. I put so much, and like this year was so crazy for me. And like Brandon Moreno goes and like puts on a great performance, and it's like, damn, maybe that could have been, like that like little like afterthought or whatever it is. It also just lets me know how close I am to where I need to be, and all that. It's just like I can't. I always feel like once you get close to like a certain goal or something, like your fate gets tested, and me tearing out my shoulder and needing that surgery was one, long overdue because I should have got that surgery a long time ago. But that being said, it's just it's like a hiccup that like, all right, well, I stayed focused that whole entire time, and now I'm ready to go continue this.
Yeah, before we get into the shoulder, I wanted to talk about what you just said about Brandon going on and winning that title, man, and seeing that happen to him. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
Right.
And you said the motivation, dude, like watching that happen, it's just, how much does that affect you mentally, seeing that happen to him?
Well, it's like I was right there, I had the opportunity. I'm in another title contention fight, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was right there. I almost have what he has, and it's great. And it's inspiring too to see Brandon Moreno just do what he does, man, and just be one of the top dogs and now the champion. And like you said, it's one of those things. It's like I wish I didn't have to fight this guy eventually, or I wish like the guy at the top was like, I don't know, like when you're like in that superhero movie, it's always like the person that tops some evil four-arm monster or something,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, I got Brandon Moreno just smiling, playing with Legos and stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. It's like it's hard to want to fight a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? He has everything I want. So it's also just like I was so close, and all that stuff is just like it's just a minor like little setback that's right there to kind of it's there for the taking almost. You know what I'm saying? But it's super inspirational and it's super cool to see him win, and I couldn't be any happier for that guy.
For sure. And your last fight, you injured your shoulder against Moreno. We saw what we saw during the fight from the outside perspective. You lived it. Explain to us what exactly happened.
I don't know exactly what made the shoulder pop out. Besides besides having a messed up shoulder, my shoulder's been on its way to needing that surgery for years now, and I'm happy that I can get it done and just move on with my career. But that being said, I think the doctor explained it is when I made a forward motion that anytime like I like my shoulder goes forward when it pops out. So when I was on top, I was going for a leg lock, and I went for a hammer fist. I think I missed, and it popped out. So once I went to go reach across, it was already out. So it just kind of added to that. And then you can hear me scream and then fall on my back or whatever it is. I like, like scream like a man though, like
Yeah, of
it's
course.
like more of a grunt. It was like a grunt,
Yeah. Like a war cry.
Yeah, it was a war cry. I was like,
Yeah.
like I was like, do what you have to.
Yeah, you got it, man. And the fight, it was going, I thought it was an exciting fight up until that point. You guys were going at it, man. It's just something that you could build off of it, even though you lost.
And just to be honest too, I would score the round for Moreno just because I gave up my back throwing the spinning back elbow. But that being said, I was giving me the stand up edge for sure. And but the ground didn't get too tested besides me getting that takedown. He had my back, so it'd be interesting to see it all play out. But that being said, I think I'd win that fight for sure. And I liked the way I was feeling even in that first round, and edging into that second round too. I think we're building up momentum for a big win. But that's all being said, and I more have to make this happen again than anything else right now, right?
Yeah, definitely proving yourself. You had the surgery. How did it go? Were there any nerves, before going under the knife?
Yeah, for sure. So this is my second shoulder surgery. I got lateral day surgery on my left shoulder too, and I just know it's a 6-month recovery. It's a long recovery, and especially being an athlete. And it's so funny because like all I wanted to do was quit my job before, like to get to the UFC. And then once you have all that free time and I can't train or any of that stuff, it was just like, God damn, I need a job. I need this. I wanted to do so much, millions of other things that it was just like, I don't know. I didn't know how to spend that like first month and a half, you know? So that's why the second month I was in the gym getting in trouble by everybody. But, you know, I had to kill that insanity. I wouldn't be able to return so quickly to have a fight if I didn't return quickly to the gym 2 months into the surgery, you know? So I think it was important for me to do that. And I know my body, and I tested it too. So I was in the sling the whole entire time when I was training, but I was getting rounds in with the sling and stuff. So, you know, I'm never too far away from the gym. And like I said, more than anything, it's just the people there, and like Factory X is a family. I grew up, like you were talking about Youssef, but like I've been around that kid since he was 18 years old every day of my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I don't have that consistency or like those people around, it's like I didn't know what to do. So I would still just hang out there and all that stuff. So it was more just like the environment I was missing out on, the family and stuff. Is like sometimes it makes me convince myself, do I even want to fight, or is it just like I like training with my friends? You know, it's just like an escape from reality sometimes. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And when did you actually get back into like full blown training and sparring?
I got back into full blown training probably. I mean, I got approved to be back like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. I don't know, probably like 3 months ago is when I was like back to training a little bit or doing stuff that I wasn't necessarily doctor approved to do. But the latter day surgery is 6 months recovery mandatory, and I think 6 months is like maybe like a couple of weeks ago for me is a 6 month cutoff. But I've been at it for a little bit before that, so I don't know. I don't know the exact timeline on it, but I know that I didn't really take too much time off. So
When was the UFC coming at you with offers? Because I'm pretty sure they wanted
oh,
to get you back in there as soon as possible.
they're trying to get me back soon, and that's why like the Pantoja fight I probably wouldn't have accepted if it wasn't Pantoja and it wasn't the opportunity that it is because I think 6 months is their car. So I got technically approved by a doctor to come back like a couple weeks ago. But the matchup is like so enticing, and the matchup is like I love the matchup. I like the fight. I like not taking a step back. And that being said, is I was doing stuff the doctor said I should have been doing, or I've been disobeying the doctor's orders for like months by now. So it was like I already knew what I was capable of doing. I already knew I was pushing the limits, and what he said I can do and what I know I can do is two different things, you know. And no disrespect to his job or anything, but I don't know. Like that Vinny Pazienza. Have you seen that Vinny
Yeah.
Pazienza where he's like, "You don't know me, Doc." That's me right there. You don't know what kind of man I am. But like I don't know. It's just dumb. But like they have me doing stuff that like they have me on an old person timeline. I'm an athlete, you know, and I worked at it every day, so it's like I'm ready to go. But they were trying to get me back quick as shit.
Pantoja, man, he's as gritty as they come. A big test. What is your breakdown of his style?
My breakdown is style, and I think he's the most dangerous fighter besides me in the flyweight division. Uh, Everything he does goes to finishing opponents. Everything like I think Brandon Moreno is more of like a competitor type as much as a finisher, and I think Pantoja is like he doesn't hit you lightly. He doesn't set up punches. It's all like to put you out of there. His his ground game's specifically jujitsu type of like I'm looking for a submission. I'm looking to end the fight, and from that being said, is that like he gets a lot of finishes. It's going to be an exciting fight, and I think that's ultimately going to be the death of him too. You know, is him being aggressive and me being aggressive. I think we're two different caliber fighters, but also I think we're two different caliber athletes. I think I can withhold the pace to try to kill him and compared to what he can do to me. But that being said, he's the most dangerous fighter, flyweight fighter in the division. I think he's the most aggressive. I think he hits hard, and I think he's willing to go forward the whole entire time. And I think he's probably one of the harder matchups for me in the division. But that's why it's gonna be an exciting fight.
Are there a lot of parallels between him and Figueiredo?
Yeah, I think exactly. I think they're both like move forward, throw heavy style, and I think that's why you see when they fought, a lot of times they're clashing and they're bumping into each other because both of them are moving forward. And yeah, there's a lot of parallels and a lot that like I could take away from that fight to bring into the Pantoja fight, you know. But yeah, that's exactly what I think, and that's exactly the two guys like if I can't get a title fight back to back, I think studying for a Pantoja or training for a Pantoja is going to be great for a Figgy fight right now afterwards. So
Oh, definitely.
yeah, they both complement each other. So me
Mm.
training for this, I have training partners that are acting just like Pantoja. And shout out to my training partner Clay, by the way. He's the greatest Pantoja there's ever been. But he'll make a great Figgy too once that time comes. So couldn't appreciate him anymore.
Phenomenal, man. And what type of performance are you expecting against Pantoja? Do you feel like the finishes are there, or are you expecting a war, man? Because the dude has never been finished in the UFC.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely try to look for that finish. I'm gonna try to get it done real quick. That being said, is I have two mind states of how I'm going about it. Is like I have like how my coaches tell me how to go about it, the methodical way to go about it, and probably the way I should go about it. But in my head, it's just like I kind of just want to go out there and just get in a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of just want to see like, all right, well, let's see what he has, and let's see who's gonna stay third round and who's still swinging third round. And I think I could outlast him there too. So it's like I have a methodical plan to go out there and face Pantoja, and I have that in my head that like I'm gonna go out there, do A, B, and C, and just be technical and do this to get it done. But I don't know. It only tells the day and what kind of mood I'm in that day of how I'm gonna fight, and I don't know. Sometimes I brawl, so we'll see.
The UFC, they were pushing you to the top echelons of the division real fast, and then you got this fight against Pantoja. Pantoja has a win over Moreno.
Yes,
Have they said anything, to you about like, hey, this is like a very important fight. You could get a shot after this.
So, one, Pantoja has 2 wins over Moreno,
that's
so
right. That's right.
that does justice for me too. But Askraf being hurt, and like that sucks, and like I hope all's well to him, and that's a shitty way for me to like get a promotion. But that being said, is that makes this a title eliminator fight to me. I don't think Figueiredo deserves it based off of just his last performance. He got dominated. There wasn't even a close moment in that fight at all, where it's like I don't think he justifies a trilogy match. But that being said, is Asker Askarov does. Asker Askarov is ranked higher than me. He has a better record. I think he's undefeated, and him and Moreno had a really close match, and so he does get the nod before me. But he's injured right now, and that's unfortunate for him. But that means that this is now a title eliminator fight in my eyes. And that being said, is I'm facing a guy who has 2 wins over the current champ right now, and it's like that's enough to be like almost a title eliminator in itself. Not to mention all the other stuff. So I don't know, man. Like I'm in my 2nd title eliminator fight. It's my 4th fight in the UFC, and it's crazy to me. But yeah, you're saying they're giving me a nod, like a little bit of that like nod or whatever they were. But it's like it's still right there. I'm fighting Pantoja next, and it's like none of this is going away. I remember thinking like once I get to the UFC, like life's gonna be easy, all this shit, and it's just like I've been thrown to the wolves, and I wouldn't prefer it. I think if anything shows right now, it's just that I should have been signed to the UFC years ago. I've been one of the top dogs in the sport. I am the most dangerous flyweight in this division. I don't have any questions about it. Besides that Moreno fight, me popping my shoulder, I don't get finished. I'm never in danger. I finish every single person that's in my path, and I have the most finishing style. I don't look for decisions. I don't look to grind out rounds or any of that shit. I'm looking to put a finish. And like I said, there's no reason that if I get a finish over Pantoja, which I will, that I don't get the next title shot. And if I don't get the next title shot for some reason, then I'm just gonna beat the shit out of everyone in my way until I get it, man. Because I really just feel like I can take out everybody up until then. It's like I can't have anything slowing me down. I had 6 months, 7 to 8 months off due to the surgery, but now it's just like let's get this ball rolling, and anybody in front of me, I'm taking out until that title shot.
For sure, man. You are one of the names in there. And right now, it's up in the air who Brandon Moreno will fight next in his first title defense. Cody Garbrandt's name is being tossed around.
There's no way. Fuck Cody Garbrandt. Keep him out of the conversation for that. Even if he beats Kai Kara-France, what the fuck does that matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, Kai Kara-France is ranked number 8 or whatever it is. It's like, why does that matter? Cody Garbrandt's irrelevant. But, yeah, no, he's like, what is he like? Yeah, so let's not, I can go on for that about days. Asker Askarov deserves it, but I think he messed up his knee bad, and so it's just the only thing that makes sense is me or Pantoja. It's literally the only option that makes sense. And on top of that, it's the dopest matchup. It's a better matchup between all of them. Pantoja has 2 wins over him, and me and Moreno, bro, that's gonna be a smoker for sure. That's gonna be a crazy fight. Me and Pantoja gonna be a crazy fight, but that being said, is me and Moreno is gonna sell, and that shit is gonna be a wild fight, and whatever. Yeah, screw that. Screw Cody Garbrandt in that conversation for sure.
Well, how do you think he will fare against the flyweights? Because he is a former champ. He has a name. You know what I mean? If he does come to the division, it's going to be exciting for many of the guys.
Yeah, and it's great, and it'll be great for all of us too. I would love that matchup eventually, but it's just like I just don't want to get bumped by him, and especially with him off of a loss like that and off only like one win. But that being said, he's just an exciting. He's exciting. He's a name. He's all that. You know what I'm saying? That like it just gives us all an opportunity, and it gives more excitement to the flyweight division in general, which we all need. It's funny because we're all competing against each other, but anytime a flyweight fights, I'm just like, I hope this is the best fight of the night. I hope that they deliver. I hope everything about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I root for every flyweight that goes out there because we need that, man. We need that attention. And that being said, is Brandon Moreno being a champion and becoming a superstar is like one of those things that the sport needs. And it's gonna suck when I go and take his belt because I don't really know where I'm gonna get any of that attention from. So I'm gonna have to shine that back down. So I don't know, but like I said, it's just important on like having a guy like Cody Garbrandt come to the division and shine that light on us.
For sure, man. And yeah, man, you return. I believe this fight is gonna be the co-main event on August 21st. If it's not, it better be. They better make it right.
Yeah, right. I hope so too. But yeah, honestly, I wish I was just on a bigger card too, man. Because I'm just still trying to get my name out there. I only have 4 fights This will be my 4th fight in the UFC, and it's just like I don't know, man. I need to build up more of a following and having like all eyes on the division and all that. Like me being co-main event in my 3rd, 4th fight in the in the UFC is like not something I want yet. But I'm happy, and I'm happy that I've earned my stripes, and I'm happy that I'm one of the top flyweights in the world right now, and I can show that and continue to prove that. And I'm happy that I have the opportunity. But that being said, it's like I want to be on like another Izzy card or something cool like that.
For sure. Well, you're sitting at number 6 right now. Pantoja's number 3. You take him out, you're in the top 5. Put you in a good spot. Brandon, always good catching up with you, man. Appreciate the time.
Hey, thank you. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, EAP Glass, Ed Cyrus. Thank you guys for everything. Hey, thank you for your time, bro. I appreciate you.